Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fashionably Broke podcast. Okay, everybody, this episode is extremely special and exciting because it is Kassidy's birthday.
Yay!
I would sing, but I don't want to burst y'all's eardrums. So we're just gonna say happy birthday, Kassidy. How does it feel to be 26?
Thank you, thank you. It feels a little weird. I don't know. Getting older and older is just getting weirder and weirder to me. I don't know why. Like, I'm so excited to get older and
Uh-huh.
experience more, but I'm also like, oh shit. The years are flying by. Like, I
Yeah.
just turned 25. Like, I
No,
don't know
yeah.
how they can continue to just fly and fly and fly and fly, but here we freaking are, 26 years old. I'm hoping this is the best year yet. I'm really hoping this is the year that, things start to flourish and,
It will be. I already know.
things just go well.
Yeah, I truly think it will be. It hasn't been for me, but I'm just kidding. No, I think that it will. I mean, I feel like things are slowly falling into place too. So that's so
Yeah.
exciting. And if you're listening and you haven't told her, everyone go to Cassidy's Instagram and tell her happy birthday. Do you have any? Oh, I keep asking this like 1,020,000 times. So I know you're supposed to go to the Kid Leroy concert tomorrow, but
hmm
might not happen.
Yeah, it's been like an absolute downpour here. Like it has been pouring all today. It's supposed to pour all tomorrow. So we're kind of gonna play it by ear and
Mm-hmm.
kind of just gonna go either way. I don't know. I don't really know what their weather policy is, and they haven't said much about it. We
Yeah.
can't find much on a weather policy. Like it's half outside. Well, it's all outside, but half of it's covered, half of it's
Mm-hmm.
not. Luckily, we're under the covered section, but
Not everyone is.
right, right. So I don't really know what's gonna happen,
Yeah.
but it'll be fun either way. It is what it is. But yeah, that's the plan for today, I guess.
That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. I love birthdays so freaking much. So you're gonna just have such a glorious and wonderful day.
Yes.
And I can't say happy birthday enough. Happy birthday. Happy birthday,
Thank
happy
you.
birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. No, I'm excited. I'm hoping this is the year that I can actually get my head on straight and actually make some things happen.
I
So I'm
think
excited.
I think that it will be the year. But are you, because you're kind of a crumble cookie girl. Have you looked at the flavors
Mhm.
this week? Are they good?
Yes, I have. I would say they're okay. They're not crazy
Mm-hmm.
good.
So you
We had
are,
talked about getting them tonight.
oh,
But
fun.
I just think it might be a little too late for everyone to get together and everything.
Mm,
So and then I'm going home this weekend, and my
yeah.
mom is making my favorite, and it's strawberry cake or strawberry pie. My bad.
Oh my God. Oh, that's so much fun.
I know. I freaking can't wait. So we'll be celebrating my birthday and Sage's birthday this
Oh,
weekend at home.
are y'all doing anything like going to dinner or anything?
Yeah, we'll take the boat out on Saturday because all the rain's supposed to be gone by then. And then just go to dinner as a family.
Oh, how much?
Yeah,
Oh, that's so much fun.
I know. I'm excited. I'm excited to go home. Even though I was just home, I'm like, one more boat day because I
Yeah.
think this is gonna be our last boat day for the
Mm-hmm.
summer. And I'm like, oh my God, not
Just
yet, not yet.
fit it in when you can. One more boat day, but which
Yeah.
is super exciting, and I feel like you're gonna have
hmm
so much fun.
Yeah. So I'm excited. And I think I'll leave Thursday to go home since I work from home on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get an extra
Oh,
day and a half
nice.
at home, which will be
Oh,
nice. So it won't be so go turn around and come
yeah.
back.
Are you gonna leave on Sunday or Monday?
Probably Sunday, just because we record Mondays, so I'll have to be back for that
Oh
because I have
yeah,
to.
I totally forgot about that.
No, you're good. Yeah, I usually come back Sundays, which is usually
Mm-hmm.
perfect timing.
Oh, well, good. Well,
Yeah.
yay. I can't wait to see pictures, and I hope that you can go to that concert because, like, I mean, it's been canceled 20 million times, so, like,
Yeah. And I
now or
think it'll be
never.
fun, like rain or shine. I think it'll be
Yeah.
like memories of like, oh, we went to this concert on my birthday. It was literally downpouring rain,
Yeah.
but like it was a fun time.
Who are you going with?
Hannah and Holly, which kind
Oh
of
my
works
God,
out
fun.
because they were both out of town this weekend, but now they're
Uh-huh.
celebrating with me like on my actual
Yeah.
birthday.
Well, so that'll be so much fun. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, I know. So
Oh,
I'm excited.
good. You should be. So I don't know if y'all follow us on social media. Y'all should, but this weekend you will have noticed that Kassidy and I were together. One, of course, to celebrate her birthday, but then I think we can go ahead and announce it on the pod because I know we posted a reel today, or on Tuesday, so yesterday, about it. But we officially reshot our podcast cover.
I'm I could not be more excited for
No, I
this.
know.
I mean, I could not be more excited. As y'all know, we've already changed our colors like to the blues,
Uh
which
huh.
is amazing. When we launched almost 2 years ago, literally almost,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
almost 2 years ago.
It was, the pink and green, and just over the years, I could not hate it more. So these pictures were right down both of our alleys.
Mm-hmm.
I am still waiting on like a little sneak peek,
I
hoping we
know.
get one before we get like all the real ones because I'm so freaking excited to see what these look like. Like they're gonna be amazing.
No, I am so excited. So, I mean, obviously, as you're listening to this, we haven't gotten the pictures back just yet,
Hmm.
but we reshot them. We did some time in studio, and then we also did some photos in the stockyards in a bar, um, and just kind of around Fort Worth. So, there's like a bunch of different vibes, and I'm just obsessed.
No, the ones of us walking through the stockyards with the sign, that's iconic. That's gonna
Iconic.
be an iconic photo, and I can't wait to see like the big picture like in front of the
No.
stockyard sign.
I know, I'm so excited. I literally am so excited. I cannot wait to get
Yeah,
these pictures back.
I know.
I think that, I mean, obviously, these are going to be the best ones yet. So it can really
Yeah.
only go up from here. In the next couple of years, who knows what other pictures we're going to take.
Yeah, we'll probably look back on these and be like, what were we wearing? Like we've got
Probably. But I think that we looked super cute and like very much like you could definitely see like our own personal styles in
Yeah.
the photos and like with what we were wearing too. So that's, I don't know, I'm just so excited.
Yeah. No, I can't wait. I'm literally counting down the days. Every notification I get, I'm like, oh my gosh, dang it. I'm like, please, like send like 3 photos.
No,
Like,
right? Or just like something. Or just like even a picture of it off the camera.
no, yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
clicking through. Or like on your computer screen. Please.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm so excited to get those back. So
Yeah. So
don't y'all worry. What the second we get them, you will know.
I was just about to say, so get ready for Instagram and I mean pretty much all of our social media to be spammed with
Yeah.
these photos. You're going to see our faces plastered everywhere, but sorry, not
Sorry, not
sorry.
sorry.
Yeah.
No, literally.
Sorry, not sorry. I just know that they're going to turn out so freaking great.
Yeah. No, I agree. Counting down the days until we get them. But highs and lows, Maddie, weekend recap. I mean, you were literally everywhere in the United States of America, if you ask me.
Yeah. This weekend I think was the best weekend of my life. I think I fully peaked, but it also felt like it was like 7 days long.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Fully felt like it was 7 days long.
And it was maybe 2.5. Maybe.
But like the best 7 days ever. So, again, as we all know, also if I just am not making any sense or just seem like I'm not all there in this episode, it's because I'm not. It's because I'm not. Like my brain is not fully functioning. Like I'm struggling. I'm struggling, and
It's okay. You
I
got it.
fear I'm going to be struggling for like a good, I think honestly, maybe the week. I don't
Well,
think
yeah,
that
to
there's
catch
any
up.
catching up until I can sleep for like 72 hours.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
But okay, so yeah, so I on Friday I don't even think I have any high. Okay, oh, see all of these are like super long story times, so I'm gonna really try to cut things short. Um, so low, I in the past since Friday, no, since Saturday, I have gotten. Hold on, I have to count. So from Saturday to today, well, Tuesday, not today, Saturday to Tuesday, I have gotten only 8 hours of sleep. So
What do you
Saturday,
mean yesterday? What did you do yesterday?
flew home and didn't land until one some or like didn't get home until like one something in the morning, and then I had to wake up at 5 for work.
Jesus.
So okay, I'm just really really tired, but it was all worth it. High, I have so many highs, so like I might just have to pick one. But your girl met David Beckham this weekend.
What?
David Beckham, like the ex soccer player David Beckham. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
How, where, when, who?
So Sunday night after the LSU football game, which
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately we lost, so that's another low. Um, we decided to, well, we didn't just decide. We had made plans to go to dinner at Mayfair Supper Club. And so that's in obviously Vegas. It's at the Bellagio, and it's like this super cool, like dinner and a show
Mm-hmm.
type of place. Okay. So we had dinner at like 9:30. So like we really didn't get sat till like almost 10. All right. So we're
Mm-hmm.
sitting there, like we go through our meal, we like watch the show. Um, and we're like just sitting there, just kind of like finishing up, hanging out, chit chatting, like waiting for the check, and like kind of figuring out what the hell we're gonna do next. And all of a sudden, Emily is talking, and then she just stops. Her jaw is like on the table, and we're like, "What's wrong, Emily?" And she's like, Did you just see who that was?" We're like, "No, we were talking. Like I think we were playing a game. Like we were just not paying attention." She was like, that was just David Beckham. David Beckham just walked past our table." And we're like, "Well, what the hell? Like, I wish we saw. Like, we weren't paying attention. Like, what the hell? Like, what do you think he's doing here?" So I like whip out my phone, and I'm like, "Okay, is he actually in Vegas?" Yeah, he's in Vegas celebrating his son's 22nd birthday. So we're like, "Dude, that's insane. Like, I wonder where he went. Like, where are they sitting? Blah blah blah." All of a sudden, he walks back past our table again. This time, we stop mid conversation, and we all just stare. So he turns over. I say we met him. We didn't actually meet him, but we saw him. He turns over, does a little wave, and keeps walking. And we are all like like our mouths are open. We're like, and then our friend Jana literally goes, "Is that really him?" And the waiter, one of the waiters overheard, comes over and goes, "Yes, it was." And we're all just like, "What?" So then, of course, like we finish up and we're like, "Oh my god, that's insane!" Like we just saw, like David Beckham literally just walked past our table, like not even like 2 feet away from us, like so
Mm-hmm.
close. And so we like leave the restaurant. We're telling every single person that we pass, "Hey, David Beckham is in there." We just saw David Beckham, and no one cared. No one cared at all. But it
Nice.
was. I know. We're like, okay, it's fine. We're like, we swear it was him. But yeah, that was like insane. A lot of crazy stuff just happened this weekend. Like so many highs. Like I got to see you. Like we retook our pictures. We went out. We had the freaking best time in Fort Worth. I want to come back again, but like I also need to sleep for a month.
Yeah. Yeah, and we need a full weekend to see each other both ways.
No, I know. Um, I mean, it was a crazy turnaround, but it was just such a fun weekend. Like I
Yeah.
like getting to celebrate you, doing the podcast stuff. Then like I mean, of course, like Vegas is always a fun, good time. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
crazy, like weird, crazy things happened this weekend. Like I just can't even. Like I throughout this episode, don't worry, I'm gonna do so many story times, because I just like so much stuff happened. But I don't want to take up too much airtime here. Uh, um, but Cassidy, what about you? What were your highs and lows? Because this episode really is truly about you. I want your highs and lows. I want your weekend recap, how you felt about everything,
Yeah.
and give it to me straight.
Yeah, no, this weekend was so much fun. All the girlies got together Saturday night. We went to dinner, which was amazing, and then we went out. Obviously, we started at Chimmy's. Ended up the Stockyards basement bar was freaking closed. Since when? Like, I don't know
Yeah,
what's happening there. Literally no idea. I was like, okay, maybe they're renovating. I don't know. I don't
that's
know.
so. I know that's so random. I mean, I've never
Yeah.
been, but like that's
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, so we went to Second Rodeo, which like Second Rodeo's always fun, but it's just like a chill vibe, and I swear
Mm-hmm.
their drinks do not have alcohol in them. I swear. Like that's the place I go and I always sober up because I'm like,
Really,
yeah, yeah, but like I don't know, that like when we went on Saturday, like the vibes were good.
they were
And then we went to like Pete's Piano Bar literally for maybe 5 minutes. Like
5 minutes,
we walked in and they were closing. And
fully
half
closing.
like half the group couldn't even get in because they're like, no, we're closed, you can't get in anymore. And we're just like we just walked in,
No,
literally, how
we
could they?
literally just walked right in, and then all of a sudden they're like, "We couldn't get in." We're like, "Since
Yeah,
when?"
yeah, like okay, whatever. So yeah, that was definitely my high. It has been great. I had Thursday. What? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Sunday
Exactly.
and Monday off. And I literally did freaking nothing.
Good.
Literally nothing. At all, except
Relax.
I built my cabinet that my parents got me for my birthday.
I'm
So that was
obsessed.
fun. And that took me basically all day to build because there are about 1,000 pieces. Like I shit you not, a thousand
Well, and it's like,
pieces.
and it's huge. Like it's a big piece of furniture.
Yeah, and it was just a little challenging moving by myself. It's okay. We got it done.
Yeah,
We got it done.
exactly. No, I love
Yeah.
it. It's beautiful. Good
Yeah.
choice. Good choice.
I freaking love it so much, but now it just wants me like the vibes are finally coming together
Hmm.
because I haven't gotten like anything for my house since I moved in. Like I just had like the necessities like
Yeah.
couch chairs, like beds. Like I don't have a lot of decor. Um and I feel like that's the first big thing where I'm like, "Oh my God, like I love this." But now I'm like, I've got to get my cabinets painted. I have to. Like
What color do you want to paint them? Still like
green.
green? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah, but I think I'm wanting like a darker green. I know a
Yeah.
lot of people have gone with like a light green, um, but I don't know. I also go back and forth every
Yeah.
other day of like that's why like I feel like I haven't fully done it is because like I'm so indecisive, which is like crazy for me kind of because I'm such a planner. I
Yeah.
feel like I kind of always know what I want, but like when it comes to like buying anything and like paint is not cheap. Like
No.
it'll cost me a pretty penny to paint these even if I'm doing it myself.
Yeah.
Um and I cannot find the color I want or like decide on what.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it's going to be such a big process because the way they painted inside my cabinets blue. Inside. Like up, down, around the corner, and I'm like, oh my God. Really, people? Really? But anyways, I love my cabinet. I think things are starting to come together. It's really wanting me to like
Yay.
look at frames and like get things hung on the walls. For once, a year and a half later, we'll see what I
Yay.
can accomplish. My low. I don't really think I have a low other than just like I think this is the first birthday where it's like damn, I'm getting like a little old. And like I would love to find somebody. But like I think that's okay to talk about. And
Yeah.
I think that's okay to want at this age. And I
Yeah.
know
No,
everyone's gonna be like,
100%.
oh my God, like you have time. Like I know I have time. I get it. But like as the years go by, it's kind of like a, oh
Well,
shit.
and it's one of
Like,
those things because it's like in your head, like when you turn 26, you're like, I'm not like, I'm not in my like my mid 20s anymore because that's 25.
no.
It's
Oh my
like
God, I'm
I'm
closer to 30.
yeah, like I'm in that transition of mid
Yeah.
20s to late 20s.
Yeah. And I feel like 25 is like, oh my God, you're so young and fun and cool. And it's like 26. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
yeah.
Like we're on the ups of like 30.
And it this past weekend, honestly, I started well, this could be the Sunday scaries hitting me like days later. I still haven't gotten a hangover.
Oh wow.
I think I just sailed right past hangover when I
Mm-hmm.
didn't sleep from Saturday to Sunday, and
Yeah.
then I stayed up till 4 a.m. on Sunday to Monday. So I was up for like over 42 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
I
that
think
we
your
just
body
sailed
just
right past.
doesn't really know what's happening quite yet.
Yeah, I don't think it does either. So I think in the next couple of days I might get hungover, but I'm really hoping it just like shoots past.
Yeah. No, you'll be fine. You'll be good. Do you have anything this weekend?
No. So
Oh, nice.
I know I can
Perfect.
kind of reevaluate my life, but what I was kind of going with, or going where I was going with that, but also this could be just like the bender and me talking, where I was like, okay, like I'm 26, what am I doing? Why am I still like, why am I, why did I party that hard this weekend?
Yeah. No, I think that's where I'm at right now too. And it's like I love to go out for a drink. I love to have a good time. I love to be with friends and everything. But also like I'm loving looking at my house and like investing time and
Mm-hmm.
wanting to get decorate and do this and do that. But like how fun would that be like with another person? Not just like I mean like with due
Yeah.
time. God, in your timing, please, sometime soon. But like in your timing, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
But like I think this is also just like we got our first cool front. I did
Mm-hmm.
nothing Sunday, Monday. Had a lot of time to think. It's pretty. I don't want to say chilly, but like you know, I was kind of cold in my house. I'm wearing long sleeve and sweatpants right
I
now because
love
it was
it.
kind of chilly, and it's been raining, and like it kind of just feels like fall. All of a sudden, it's
Mm-hmm.
like it feels like
Like
fall.
September hits and it's like boom, fall.
Yeah. So I think that's another thing of where I'm like, it would even be nice to have like this.
Just say it.
It would even be nice to have a fling. I think this is the first time in years
Yeah.
when I'm not even talking to somebody. I don't even have somebody to call if I wanted
Yeah.
to call. Like that's how dry my phone is right now. And I'm just like,
So, if
hmm,
you're listening to this and you have any friends that you would love to set Cassidy up with, please, 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 for the love of God, shoot us a DM.
yeah, let me know. Let me freaking know. I'm open and we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, that's basically my low, but my high. But turning 26,
It's
another
just,
year older, closer
yeah.
to 30.
Just like
It is what it is.
reality hitting, like, I feel like I feel like it's hitting you now, like, in the sense of just like almost not like a crisis, not at all like a crisis, but just kind
Oh
of
no, it's a
like
crisis
where like
for
this
sure.
birthday's hitting you pretty hard in a sense of like, okay, like you just have all these thoughts, which
Yeah,
is totally normal.
yeah,
It hit me at 25, all of those, like the crisis.
yeah,
So
yeah. I
it's
think I
hitting you
like.
now.
Yeah, I think I sailed by it at 25 and was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is so fun. This is so exciting." But now that I'm turning 26, that I'm 26 today, I'm like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we got to start doing something. Like we
Everything's gonna fall
we
into place.
No.
26 is it. 26
Yep.
is 26 is the new 22, okay?
Yep. And I can't wait for this year. There's gonna be so much to happen, and
No,
I'm
exactly.
looking forward to it all.
25 is the
But
new 25 is like basically 21. 26 is 22.
love it.
It's one of
Love it.
those cuz 25 like you're 25, okay? 21 you're 21. 26 you're like I'm 26. You know?
It's
So it's 22.
it's like not a major birthday.
No.
You know, the major birthdays are fun.
The next one is 30
Mm-hmm.
or 29.
And I don't even want to talk about that. So, moving on, because I can't think about being
No,
20.
yeah, you just turned 26, okay? All things are good.
Exactly.
You have so much ahead of you, and I can't wait to see what this year unfolds for you.
Yes, I agree. I'm excited. But kind of moving in to our topics, I kind of just wrote down like a bunch of random ones that I literally saw on TikTok today.
Uh-huh.
So the first one I want to talk about, which is crazy that it was on my FYP. My back is so itchy. Because it was like months ago that it happened, but I think it's like really coming to light right now. So it's called the Society, and it's at SMU because Theta got kicked off campus for hazing, and they were supposed to be able to come back in 2024, but you know, more stuff happened, and now they're suspended till 2025. So, you know, within these years that they've been suspended from the campus, a group of girls from Theta has started a nonprofit organization that is not Greek affiliated whatsoever, and it's called the Society. And they have like, you know, recruitment, or it's called invite only kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like they get their invites, they don't get a bid, they get the invites. But girls are like rushing this society club, and like it's getting like out of hand, and people are saying like, you know, how can you do this? You're not Greek affiliated, but you're acting like you are. You do mixers, you know, you're
Formals.
teaming up with fraternities, you have formals, you have this, you have that, and it's just like, holy cow.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure like obviously you have to have some money if you're going to SMU. Let's be realistic. But there are like mothers who have like helped.
They got a house and everything.
Yeah, like help fund this, help found it, like all of the following. And like, I don't know, I just got into this like huge deep dive today where I was like,
She's like conspiracy theories.
my God, like what? Like that is freaking crazy.
It's like,
and they had to come out with like a statement, like SMU, that like they are not associated with Greek life because it's coming such a big thing.
I feel like it's almost like a little like creepy, and it's in almost in a sense of like, obviously they were kicked off for a reason. They were kicked off for hazing, and then like to kind of turn around and then like start this society, which also calling it the Society is a little creepy. Like that sounds like a horror movie or like a cult. Okay, cult. I feel like it's almost like in a like they're not really learning their lesson. Like they did something bad that can harm others. So your consequence was you were no longer allowed to be a part of the social group, but you can still hang out with the girls. Like you don't have to be, you know, it's like, I'm trying to think of my words here, but like, it's okay. Yes, we talked about like sororities and like being in a sorority and like recruitment a couple of episodes ago, but at the same time, it's like, obviously like you, by joining it, like we met some of like our best friends, but like at the end of the day, obviously when you graduate, those letters are taken away. You're no longer an active member, but you still have those friends. So it's one of those things. It's like they did something bad, they got their sorority kicked off campus, but by them just turning around being like, hey mommy, hey daddy, help me fund this nonprofit girls club, like that, to me, that's not learning a lesson. That's not taking away, or that's not like, they're not learning, I feel like, in a sense.
So what do you do as SMU?
They can't do anything. That's the
Right.
problem. There's
That's the
there's like
problem.
there's no solution to it. Like unfortunately it's like something that they can do. It just
Yeah.
sucks that these girls and then the parents didn't take it upon themselves to be like, "No, I'm not going to just fork over thousands of dollars for you to start this nonprofit girls club when like
Mm-hmm.
y'all did something bad." Even and again, not every girl did something bad. Of course, it's like the few bad eggs that ruin it for everybody every single time. But it's not like your friends are being taken away. Like, you can still hang out. You just don't. Like, they took it a step too far where it's almost like, okay, a little culty.
Oh, it is so culty. And like they make TikToks like all together. And of course, like
It's like
they're doing
almost like a content
OOTDs.
house. But,
No,
like,
literally, because their outfits are insane, designer everything. Their sweatsuits are insane. Like, it is just so, you can tell it's so money oriented that it's freaking insane.
so what is their nonprofit then? Like, what cause do they support? Has that been disclosed in any videos or anything?
Not that I have seen, but I know they are like an established nonprofit organization. Like they went in and got it approved and everything and created a nonprofit for the society. And they just like they're known as like TS, like the society. And they all have like TS necklaces that they wear, like all their shirts say TS and it like it's becoming so crazy. So apparently like Theta their sign is like biting their like
Yeah, and also
finger.
Theta, like I know Theta is like very, very, very like um protective over all of their like of their letters, of just like basically like the things that have been a part of that sorority for a long time. Like I know
Mm-hmm.
active members, they're not allowed to wear the letters until they're initiated. Like they have to wear like the full out word. They can't wear the actual letters. And like
Yeah.
obviously every sorority has like secrets and like different
Mm-hmm.
things that's passed down from pledge class to pledge class, but I know that like thetas are like insane and like they are very, very strict about it. So it's just like crazy. It's crazy that
Yeah.
they're doing all this. Sorry,
Yeah,
continue.
so that's like the theta sign, but now the one they use to like change it up but still have, maybe quote unquote a T involved. It's like the sh symbol.
Yeah.
And it's like they're also indicating that they are like a secret. And
That's
like there is
so
like more meaning behind it. And granted, like not every theta who was in the sorority is involved in
joined.
the
Yeah.
society now. Um but it's just insane and I wonder like how big it's gonna get because their whole big thing on Instagram is like we're just like a club, we're a society, we're a nonprofit, like you don't have to check all the check boxes of a sorority or you don't have standards or you don't have this and that, like it's more chill and relaxed than
See,
anything
but
else.
I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen because they aren't being held accountable for the things that they
Mm-hmm.
do.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm like deep diving into this and like I've been like literally clicking the girls' profiles, going to the comments, finding more, and just like trying to see like everything what everything's incorporated with. And I'm just wondering like Theta at a national level if they've gotten involved or if they can even do
They
anything,
probably
you
can't.
know?
They probably
Yeah.
can't do anything. Because I mean, it's like this is what they probably could do is completely like instead of Theta coming back in 2025, they're probably just gonna be like, no, we're completely gonna dissolve this chapter, and
Oh,
then start.
100%. There's no way it's coming back.
No, but I feel like what it's one of those things too. Honestly, in the next couple of years, this society is gonna fizzle out, and it's no longer gonna be a thing. Like once those girls, even though like I know girls are rushing it, but like once
Mm-hmm.
those girls, like the original girls, are out, like and graduated, people aren't gonna
Yeah.
care anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. And like there's like a whole bigger meaning being a part of Greek. Like, you're a part of this association like
A
for life. Like you're
national,
a name.
a
Yeah.
national association. You
Right.
know?
Right. Like it's not just partying and doing this and doing that. Like you actually like, do volunteer hours, you do this, you connect with the community. Like, there's so much more good that it brings than just like partying of what everyone thinks, oh, the fun sororities
Yeah,
do, or
then
this
the
society and stuff like
superficial,
that.
yeah, it's not just the superficial stuff, which is like
Yeah.
exactly what I feel like they're holding on to and like and can't let go of.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I just I feel like it's not a good situation. And like, yeah, sure, when you're in college, you're also an adult, but also sometimes you need to be put in your place still
Yeah.
because you're around the partying. You are partying. Like you still need like that's the one great thing about sororities is like you are held accountable for your actions. And again,
Mm-hmm.
there are consequences. Like if you do something bad, like the sorority will take action and just be like, "Hey, what you did is not okay. Like this is what you need
Right.
to do now to like." And so I just feel like without them having any standards or like any rules and like they're like, oh, we're Greek life and we're just gonna party with all the frats, like something bad's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen.
Yeah. No. So I just think it's insane, and I want to see where it goes. That's something I will
It
be keeping up with.
definitely makes me like think too, like what all of the other Greek like houses and like Greek life members on SMU's campus think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you they hate it for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, I bet you right now around campus, like the society is known as the It Girls. You know what I mean? Like I've heard like a lot of content creators, like quote unquote influencers, the girls with, hundreds of thousands of followers are all going to the society. Um, so I can only
Interesting.
imagine that Greek life is pissed
I feel
about
like
it.
it's really not like I it's probably just gonna become like a wannabe like content house.
That'd be crazy.
But it's like also, yeah, I mean, very interesting. It's very
Yeah.
interesting. But
Yeah, but speaking
of content houses, that's what I was just
of
about to
content
say.
houses. Wow, look at us go. That transition. Thank you. Flawless. Look at us. The Hype House, that was 5 years ago, whatever, how many years ago. Crazy that it's almost been that long. Because I think it started in 2019, which is even shocking to me because I didn't think any of that started until 2020.
Yeah, I mean, I also wasn't on TikTok until 2020.
Yeah, no, same. So I guess I just wouldn't have known about it either way. But apparently, when Hype House split up, it was a huge freaking deal. People were pissed at people. People weren't getting paid what they were supposed to be getting paid as content creators, as part of the Hype House, blah blah blah, whatever. But all of their NDAs expired. I think it was today or September 3rd. It was either September 2nd or 3rd. Um and Alex, I want to say maybe his last name's like Warren or something like that. Um he just married Cover. And they were all a part of like the Hype House, and he just like came out with this song that's like absolutely bashing like this house, and it's
I
just
feel
like,
like they were the ones that were like, "Oh, Hype House, this like is so great." Like they were the ones that were still so in it. So it's like shocking to me that he's coming out with
so, but that's the thing is like
like
Alex
that's
was one
why.
of like the founders, and Alex was
Mm.
literally like homeless banking on this content creation house to work. And that's when this guy Thomas came into the picture and was like, "Hey, I have a mansion for y'all in LA. I will pay the rent. I want you to bring all your content creators here. I'll give you a cut of this and this and this. Like it'll be between you and I." So that's where, the thing started between Alex and Thomas, that things did not
Mm.
work out. Thomas was taking more money than he said he was going to be taking. And basically, it was just like a friendship that, like, turns bad. A friendship that gets into business together. People start taking money that's not theirs, or, being sneaky. Because, I mean, yeah, they're still, like, all huge because, like, Tabitha is, like, another one who's part of the Hype House. And I think what's crazy is like there are so two different sides, because I only really knew like Dixie, Charlie, and like Addison, but there's like Cover and Tabitha that I've just like they've came to light for me like over the past year and a half that I had
Yeah.
no idea were part of the Hype House.
I just this is one of those things that in 50 years from now, we're gonna
Oh, this will
look
not matter
back.
whatsoever.
No, 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 not that even that. We like society, the society. I'm just kidding. Society, like just we're all gonna look back and be like, what the hell was that? Like, why were these kids like moving into mansions together,
Like
calling them
15,
content,
16-year-olds.
calling
How
them
is that
no
legal?
exact, and that's why if you look at every single content house that has ever existed since like TikTok, but like I know that there are content houses from like big YouTubers like the
Yeah,
Pauls, Jake Paul, like they were like one of the first people that ever started like content houses. David Dobrik,
right.
again, another one that like he was on YouTube and like he started content houses before like TikTok really really took off.
Yeah.
They have never worked out for anyone, for
Mm-hmm.
anyone. But that's also like you're putting these teenagers, very very young adults, in
Mm-hmm.
the same house. They don't work traditional jobs. They don't have a like structure. They are living without their parents, and like they're making content for money and like signing these contracts that like I'm sorry they don't fully understand, and like
Yeah.
doing deals with people that are like obviously don't have their best interest, which is sad. Again, it's so sad. And it's just like, it's crazy because we're going to look back and be like, what the hell was that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what?
Yeah. No, I agree so much. And it's like, first of all, when I look back on this and like obviously we know their ages now and what they
Yeah.
were then, it's like how is that actually like even allowed?
Legal.
Like, no, I'm being so
Oh, no,
like,
me
how are you allowed
too.
to live on your own with like no parent supervision kind of thing and like this many people live in a house to get like I don't know, it's just weird at the end of the day, but everyone's saying like over the next couple of days or weeks that
It's
there's
going to
going to be
be
like
all
a
this
bunch of
shit come out.
stories coming about, yeah, because everyone's NDA expired. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I hope something is said, but also I'm like, it might be so far gone that everyone has kind of gotten over it. You know, everyone went their own way. You
When,
obviously saw who went to Cover's wedding, who's still close with all
yeah.
of them, and who's not.
When did it like disband? Like, how long ago?
I think, like, when was the NDA in
No,
place?
no, like, when was like Hype House not a thing anymore?
I think 2021,
Oh,
2022.
damn. So it only lasted like one or two. Well, you said it started in like 2019. So
Mm-hmm.
3 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, I mean, like, this is
Yeah,
the thing. I'm not surprised.
because I think it was like you obviously to get into the hype house, everyone involved in the hype house had to sign an NDA to get, allowed into this house because, what happens behind closed doors, like they didn't want going anywhere, blah, 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 which is just like crazy the amount of people actually that have to sign NDAs nowadays.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
No, it really is. We should
Like
start. We
one
should
day,
start making people sign them.
no,
Like
that's
you,
about where I'm at.
you hang out with me, sign an NDA,
Yeah, next boyfriend,
NDA,
NDA, sign
and
it.
like NDA that lasts like 50 years.
No, yeah,
You'll
no 5
never,
years.
never be able to say anything until like maybe on your deathbed, but
Yeah,
I might already be dead. It's fine.
yeah, yeah, exactly that. But that was just like a little tidbit I wanted to touch
No,
on
it
because
is
like it was all over TikTok.
that is crazy. I haven't been on TikTok much this weekend, so like I am not gonna lie, I am kind of excited because I mean I like the tea, like I like
Oh,
the drama. I
and
don't pay attention to them, but like I'm here for it.
I also think, I mean, it's just a freaking like marketing genius. Like he came out with this song and like everyone's using,
The
this
audio.
song on TikTok like to kind of talk about things or shade things or this or that. And it's like getting so much hype and it's like, wow, like you know how to do it.
I do have to say, TikTokers they are keeping the diss track alive. Yes, rappers still do diss tracks, but like
Mm-hmm.
almost every single TikToker has done diss track. Josh Richards has done a diss track, has done multiple. Bryce Hall,
Bryce Hall,
multiple, freaking
literally.
all of those guys from uh the Soy Boy house or Soy Boys.
Mm-hmm.
They've all had a diss track about each other.
Yeah, all of them.
Lil
Literally
Huddy.
all of them. Oh God.
Now, like, this is about to be dumb. Like, I'm kind of excited for like the pointless drama, but
Mm-hmm.
honestly, okay, this it could go obviously like two ways. There could be some shit that is like unfolded that is like some shit.
Yeah.
Like shit
Yeah.
maybe people could get in trouble for
Yeah.
with the law.
Mm-hmm.
And then potentially could also do well for others.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on like, you know, where they fall in like the story or like what happened to them, like they could always come out as like the good guy and then just like shoot like basically regain popularity. Because I feel like
Yeah.
I do. Yes, I know a lot of like the hype house kids are still like popular and like, you know, they still have a lot of followers, but I do feel like a lot of them have kind of like fallen off or just like not
Mm-hmm.
as like relevant anymore. So like it could be good for some of them.
I feel like a lot of them have even
Stopped.
well, I guess I'm really talking basically about Addison, Dixie, and Charlie. Like
Yeah.
TikTok is not where they get their
Income.
money from.
No.
Like they have brands now and they have this and they have that and like there's so much more to it where they're not as focused or active on
Which
TikTok anymore.
that kind of brings me into like Addison Rae. Like what I know, obviously she's like pursuing music now, but
Mm-hmm.
like what else is she truly doing? I know she's been in two movies. I know well, I don't know if she's going to be in any more or if she's done any more, but like
Mm-hmm.
she fell off the planet.
No, I think she is like the one and only, which take it with a grain of salt of what you want. I think she's the only one that like fell off the deep end.
No, I would have to agree. I mean, her
Yeah.
song Diet Pepsi is a banger.
No, yeah.
Totally love
Yeah,
it.
but like that's obviously just came out like the past like 3
No,
years.
like
I mean,
she
absolutely fell off the
but like
planet.
she went through it with all like her parents and like all of their drama
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and yeah, it's crazy to me though that like she really did kind of fall off, but I think that this is going to sound this might sound bad, but like it is what it is. I think she almost felt like she got like too big because she was obviously hanging out with the Kardashians and she was like
Yeah.
I made it.
Mm-hmm.
But then she didn't. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so I'm also curious to see like kind of what she has going on behind the scenes and like what it
Yeah.
is if she does because I mean I haven't really seen too much. Obviously now with her song release like she's doing a little bit more. She's a little bit more active on social media and like I know she's worked a lot with Charlie XCX and
Mm-hmm.
like in
But you can also just tell like her vibe has changed
yeah. I'm
so
like is she in
much.
hard drugs now? Like what's going on?
She has to be. There's no way she's freaking not.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I think she's the one that like fell off the wagon and could not get back on.
Well that
I
and
think
like
all of them of the
Bryce
hype house have,
Hall,
yeah.
that
I think they
kid.
all have fallen off, but they've all made like a good recovery. But like Addison, I just don't think she's made that like has made that recovery
Yeah.
or if she ever will make
Well,
that recovery.
yeah.
Which maybe it's her own doing. Maybe she doesn't want to be like in this anymore. But I mean, it's your livelihood, That's how you get paid. So it's like, you have to pick and choose.
No, I mean, yeah, 100%. You drop out of college barely
Mm-hmm.
into your freshman year
Yeah.
and then move out to LA and then kind of fizzle out what you moved out to LA to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it is freaking insane. So we'll keep up to date with her and see if she, really makes that comeback and see what she does. But
Yeah.
this next thing we're gonna talk about, I'm so excited for this, and I know you were the one who sent it to me first. It's called the Money Game, and it's like LSU's
Oh
What
my
is it?
God,
Then
yes. Um,
like the what it NHL and
no,
and
NCAA.
no.
Oh,
The why can I never remember it?
I don't know, but basic. I don't know. Well, I can't think of it either. So
Name, likeness, and
NAL? No.
NIL.
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 Yep. Hmm.
NIL. And so it's basically about all of the athletes at LSU, associated with the NIL and how that has changed their lives and how they're moving forward and what they feel
Hmm.
through it all. I am so freaking excited,
Me too.
but I really hope this is the start of a series of different schools.
I don't
Like,
think it is because it's produced by Shaq. And Shaq is
so,
LSU till he dies.
right, but I'm hoping it
Other schools will.
falls into it because I think it would be so cool to see so many other
Hmm.
freaking players because there are so many people who
Yeah.
are on all of that and receiving money through all
Yeah.
of that. But I also think it's so cool that LSU is the first one and it
Yeah.
airs on
Well,
September 10th.
and again, not to be like LSU. I love that it is like that LSU is the one that's coming out with this because I do feel like not that because there's a ton of other famous collegiate athletes, obviously, some very, very known household names
Mm-hmm.
that were amazing in college. And then once, the rules changed, they were able to make millions of dollars. I do
Yeah.
think that a lot of the LSU athletes were the ones that were really pushing the envelope to get these rules changed and
Mm-hmm.
they were some of the first people were the whole association was okay, we're kind of hindering these kids. We're taking so much away from them because they could be making millions of dollars, which they have made millions of
Yeah.
dollars. And of course, I know that there's so many other college athletes at other schools, but it's just so cool to see how well. I think also especially because I went there. So I feel
Mm-hmm.
like it's almost like one of those things where of course you're gonna have so much pride and be yeah,
Yeah.
but to see really how this rule completely changed their
Mm-hmm.
lives and just how much money they made. It's in the they
Yeah.
have it every it follows a handful of athletes and it has how much they have made since the rule changed. I mean, Livy Dunn is at $80 million.
What do you do with that
80
in
million.
college?
And I mean, she's going back for her fifth year to be a gymnast at LSU.
No, and
Insane.
I'm really excited to see how Livy Dunn acts on this whole thing
Yeah.
because she has received, I mean, so much hate and this and that, and I social media is
Well,
not always her
I was about
friend.
to say too, and Angel. She, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, when it comes down to her, it's all
Mm-hmm.
it's one of two things. People either despise her or love
Mm-hmm.
her. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited because I do feel like this is going to show a side of her that I think the world doesn't really know. Because, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
she's an athlete. And, Caitlin Clark talks about it. She's like, I'm an athlete. I'm not here. I'm not your social media influencer.
Yeah.
They're not the Libby Dunn that's on
Mm-hmm.
social media putting on the best friend. They're like, no, we're athletes and we're damn good at what we do. And,
Right.
I'm one of the best in the sport. So all athletes are cocky. All
Yeah.
athletes know they're the shit if they're the shit. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm excited that it almost will kind of show a side of her that people will understand her a little bit more because obviously
Yeah.
whenever she's on camera it's when she's playing or a post interview game or a post interview after a game where she's either pissed off or super excited that they won.
Right.
So
I know. I'm excited to see what my perspective on Angel Reese is after
I
this
love her.
because right now I do not love her. And I I think she plays dirty, and I think she knows she does, and I
I
think
think oh, but I do think that like women like women basketball players like they all play dirty. I
yeah.
truly
But
think that
like
they all play dirty.
right,
They all have
which I
attitudes,
agree.
but
Yeah,
I love
oh,
it.
110% they all have attitudes, but I think sometimes you have to pick a side between Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark, and I'm Caitlin Clark until I die because it's just like you've got to know how to pull it together as well. You know what I mean? Like you've got to know how to work these post interviews, and you need to know how to control your emotions through some things, and going online and bashing Caitlin Clark because she's like the number one, eyes are on her. I understand you're, just as good and you're like just as famous as her, but like not all eyes are on you all the time, and like you're upset about that. So I'm very curious to see where I stand after like all of this and see if it has like any insight or any behind the scenes of like stuff you don't see like through social media or, playing
Yeah, I know. I think
basketball.
it will 100%. So I'm excited. Go Tigers. Even though we lost this past weekend, but
Yeah.
no, I'm super excited about it. Super
Yeah, no.
excited.
I am too. And then the last thing I have on here, Alex Cooper is going back on tour for
Yes,
Call Her
ma'am.
Daddy. I want to try to go so bad, but I just really wish anyone and everyone going on tour would announce like a month or so before tickets go on sale. Like you announce today and tickets go on sale like Thursday. Like I need some time to get my monies up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I feel like I've been like missing out on so many things because I'm like, oh, can't afford it this paycheck. Like if
Mm-hmm.
I would have planned and would have known, like I could have gone to it, but I didn't. Um, so that I'm kind of upset about that. And I'm pretty sure like tickets go on sale this week, and then her first shows start the last week of September. And I'm like,
Okay.
whoa.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like that's like so like go 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 go. But I also think it's weird that she named this like her West Coast tour, but like half of it's in Texas. And I'm like, hmm.
West Coast. Everyone from California lives in
Yeah.
Texas.
No, yeah. I was like,
That's
I
why.
I don't know if I would consider this the West Coast tour, but
Hey,
okay,
it's
sure.
not the East Coast tour. Cause
Yeah.
her last tour was like mainly East Coast. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was all East Coast and this
So
is just like the other side.
yeah,
But like Texas is an either or, so
it's Central.
we're our own.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta fit
But
Texas in
that's
somewhere,
about
so might as
yeah.
well do it sooner rather than later.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see if I like get the tickets or not. Excuse me.
I know I haven't even looked. I saw her teaser video, but like I said, I have
Mm-hmm.
not. I've been down bad. So I have honestly not made any appearances on social media as of late or any scrolling. So I will have to do
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. No, there's lots to catch up on. Let me tell you, I like fell into a hole today where I was like, I've got to set my phone down and get to work. Like, what am I doing? Like, I was falling into deep holes where I
Damn.
was like, get me out.
Damn.
So
That scrolling, it'll get you
every time,
every
every
damn
time.
time.
But I think that is all we have for this episode. Thank you all so much for the B-Day wishes. I cannot wait to see what 26 holds for me, for Maddie, and for this podcast. I have a feeling it is going to be a great year.
Yes, I can't wait to go get some sleep. And thank you so much for listening. We love you. Bye.
Bye.